please call the roll.
Cochran.
Here.
Madison.
Here.
Katz.
Here.
Rogers.
Here.
Scott.
Here.
And Tyler.
Here.
Okay, we will now move to item number 2, approval of agenda in order of business. We will approve the agenda by unanimous consent if there are no objections to doing so. Are there any objections to doing so? Okay, the agenda is approved. We will move to item number 3, presentations. Item number 3A, candidate interviews and appointment. Item number A, Kevin Keys. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, how this will go is we can start on this side of, either side of the table. Whoever would like to go first, we can go around and around, back around to ask the questions that we have provided for the interviewee.
I'll pass on because I needed to look at that.
Okay, I'll start. My first question is, are you interested in serving on this board primarily to gain experience for a higher political position?
No, I've already have a position within the city. I'm a commissioner and the youngest commissioner and chairman of the Juneteenth Commission and the Arts, Culture, and Diversity Commission. I've been in the community. I've been doing things in the community, still work with the community and everything. So no, I'm doing this because I'm an alumni of this district. I care about this district. I've been fighting for this district, and my heart is here. And no matter what, I still care, and I will always want to be here for our students.
Okay, next.
Okay. If elected, how do you intend to have a positive relationship with the current school board?
So I do intend to have some very tough conversations, get to one accord and actually have a better relationship. I also believe in making sure that we agree to put the kids first. You know, prioritize our children. Make sure that we are doing what's best for our kids and just keep the kids first, and we should build a better relationship.
Trustee Tyler?
Yes. I'm big on safety. Safety is what I'm very big on safety. So what is your view on safety for our students?
So we do have a safety issue, and we need to make sure that we address it. But again, as the board, we only have one employee, and that is the superintendent. So just making sure that the superintendent is prioritizing safety, setting goals, because that's one of the jobs of the Board of Education is to set goals, and one of the goals should be making sure that security is at a high priority.
Okay. Trustee Corcoran?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What is your understanding of the role of the board members? Like, I'm gonna just repeat that. What is your understanding of the role of the board?
So,
I say members because it's the
yes.
board.
So I'm glad that you said that, because the job of the board is to act as one, to make decisions at the table that's right here. Another job of the board is to not only oversee the superintendent, but the district's fiduciary funds, and making sure that things are being spent the correct way. Like, for example, setting a clause or something, like making sure that we don't go under 11% and things of that nature. Making sure that we are holding our people accountable and just asking the right questions that our community want us to ask.
Thank you.
Trustee Scott?
Can you describe a time you had to make a difficult decision with limited information?
Sometimes that's the role of being a teacher. Sometimes we have limited information, but we have to do what we got to do to make sure that our kids still get the things that they need. I mean, sometimes, you know, all school districts have their issues. So even in the district that I'm in, I deal with certain issues, and, you know, as a teacher, like I said, we get limited information, but we got to make sure that we're doing the best. And so it's tough, but I make sure I get it done. Like, for example, testing and making sure that we have everything we need for those kids M-Step. You know, sometimes it's about going, you know, thinking outside the box and making sure that, you know, we pull in Khan Academy and different resources that might not be fully paid by the district, just to make sure that we just give them the extra even though we might not have the money, we still got to make a way. And so that's making a tough decision with limited information and limited resources.
Thank you.
When someone challenges your opinion, what is your typical response?
So I'm a history teacher, so I believe in a word called contextualization, stepping back and looking at the bigger picture. You know, we can disagree, and that's okay. Like, disagreements happen, but being able to step back and actually see, okay, from different point of views, not just my point of view, not just the other point of view, but how would this help the entire greater good of the people? I'm a utilitarianist. I believe in helping, you know, the greater good, and so just making sure that I think it from all perspectives and how can this impact everybody? How does this impact the students? And so just being able to have a conversation and seeing both point of views. Also, active listening. One thing that people don't do is just actively listen. We tend to already have our decisions made up in our head sometimes, and that becomes a problem. But when you actively listen and you don't have any solution right now, you're listening first, and you're listening and you're gathering all details and other point of views before you fully make a sound decision. And so just being able to be an active listener, and so things like that.
Trustee Perry Saints?
Somebody said you used to work at Einstein. Why did you leave?
So I thought it was a conflict of interest running for the school board and still being inside of the schools. I absolutely loved it there. I loved my kids. I looped them. I looped them from 3rd grade to 4th grade. Test scores proving that the kids, they learned and they did what they needed to do. So leaving there wasn't anything of a bad ill will. It was more or less it was better to rip the Band-Aid off before election season than to stay in that seat and then have to crush the hearts of a bunch of kids. It was hard. It was hard.
Trustee Rogers?
Okay. If selected, what concrete actionable steps would you take in your first 100 days to change the negative reputation that some individuals have of this board?
Community engagement, having community events, inviting like us as a board to create maybe a thing where we do a monthly event. Maybe one month we're at Nova, 1 month we're at Einstein, 1 month we're at Key, 1 month we're at Pepper, and then maybe another event we're just in the community at the community center. Just being able to be around so people in the community can just talk to us and just see that we're just normal people, and we have everyday lives like everybody else. And so being able to just, for them to see a different point of view and just see our true personalities.
Trustee Tyler?
Yes, thank you. I'm very, very big on team. Very big on team. So, what is your viewpoint on collaboration and team?
So, you know, the cheesiness of it would say there's no I in team, but that is actually very truthful and honestly. Everybody has a role. Okay, I believe that everybody plays a role. When I do leadership trainings and whatnot, I always tell people that we have to, again, actively listen first. I believe that we should do a lot of collaborative, work. I believe, like, for example, as a teacher, I do a lot of collaborative learning and, working with other departments and other, like the English department or maybe even sometimes the science or the math department, just to make sure that there's cross-curricular. So being able to communicate and collaborate with other teachers and other professionals to make sure that the greater good is taken care of. So collaboration is key in order to move a corporation or organization, a school, an institution, or anything forward. You need to have a team, and you just cannot do it by one person.
Trustee Corcoran?
How would you use data to determine your decision-making?
So I love the data for real, data collection, especially when it comes to looking at academics. anybody who has worked with me or worked alongside of me knows that one of my questions is always, what does the data say? I'm big on KPIs, key performance indicators, making sure that we are actually tracking the progress and the data that is actually coming in. For example, we see that we have a 3 to 5 year route in the plan. So it's like, okay, well, then we should have some type of key performance indicator, like stated that if by 2027 there should be 10% more kids proficient. Then we should make sure that. So then we use that data in order to make sure that we are growing and we're not falling back or falling behind, because then there should be then that means that there's other action steps that needed to take place. So just making sure that we're using that data to make a full sound decision and making sure that the work of the superintendent is actually truly being done.
Thank you.
Trustee Stop.
How would you handle criticism from the public?
I already deal with criticism in the public. Some people don't agree with how hard I'm fighting for our children. Some people don't agree with just anytime someone just truly speaks up. And so it's like sometimes I'm often get told, oh, well, you shouldn't do that, or you should be worried about this, or you should be worried about this. And so I'm often, criticized, and all I hear is criticism, criticism, criticism. But as a politician, I do know that you have to have tough skin, and you have to be able to take what the community say, because you're not going to always like what the community say, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, being in a role, sometimes you have to take the hits, and you just have to keep your chin up and keep it moving.
Thank you.
Okay, what does respect for leadership look like to you, and can you say that you've demonstrated that consistently?
Okay, well, thank you for the question. So respect for leadership looks like, 1, holding them accountable, 2, respecting them enough to know that, yes, we have to give a little grace, but we also need to make sure that they are moving in the direction that is the best for the greater good of the people. Respect doesn't always mean staying silent and being complicit to a problem. Respect means, being able to disagree respectfully. You don't disagree with grace, disagree with what they say, or agree to disagree. And so sometimes it's like respect for leadership is just being able to have a peaceful and sound conversation to be able to move forward for the greater good of whatever we're moving towards.
Trustee Perman Tanks.
I'm big on trust, so my thing is, how could, the things you said about us, how could we trust you in all that you said about Paige, said about me?
Point of order.
How can we look?
Madam President,
Yes.
It's a question.
the questions have to be what the candidate is focusing on about board, not about individuals.
So
Not about individuals.
Go on to Rogers then.
okay, she would like for me to skip her. Okay.
Okay, just
Trustee
wanted to-
Rogers.
How could you be an asset as a member on this school board?
Well, I'm an educator. I'm a community member, community advocate. I have a great relationship with our community. I have a great relationship with our teachers. I'm a former educator in this district. I have a master's in education and educational administration, so I know the ins and outs and inner workings of educational administration. I also have a doctorate in business administration, and I'm 3 classes away from my doctorate in healthcare administration. So administration is something that I pride myself on, making sure that I learn and that I know. And so being able to give a different point of view when it comes to the things that we are hearing, and being able to ask some different questions to get some different answers to make sure that we are getting a full overview or full scope of what's really truly happening in our district. When it comes to another thing that I can add, I love Robert Rules of Order. I've been doing Robert Rules of Order since, I would say high school. I was a part of the Student Government Association, where I learned a lot of different leadership in the Oak Park School District, but even being a proud member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, we learn Robert Rules of Order. We go through leadership trainings every year. I was invited to DC to the Congressional Black Caucus to actually learn more about parliamentary procedure and leadership. So I will be able to give a different perspective as well. I also was a regional vice director of the Southern region, where I overseen Georgia, Florida, Bahamas, and the Mississippi and the Dominican Republic, where I was able to also teach them about parliamentary procedure and incorporate different initiatives and things of that nature. So I think that I will bring a different perspective, but also bring more parliamentary procedure and governance to this amazing board.
Trustee Tyler?
Thank you, President. I think mine, I don't have a last question. I know you bring value, but in an elevator speech, as they say, in an elevator speech, why, no, let me see. In your elevator speech, give me in 60 seconds why you're the candidate for the seat.
Well, first, raise your hand if you apply for this position. All right. And so that's one, but also because in our reality, this is something that I've stayed consistent in. I've become very passionate about my district. I've said it here, I've said it at the last appointment, I've said it in my speeches. This is my heart. Oak Park is genuinely my heart, and even when people say, well, why are you still going when you're getting met with so much friction and people telling you, well, why should you be on the board and things of that nature? But it's like the kids. When I walked into that classroom, I seen a little me. I seen me growing up and developing and becoming the person that I am. And so my why is the kids, the staff that made me who I am. You know, being able to advocate for them when I, set in those professional developments, and I heard the different, grievances that our teachers had, and it was like, I gotta advocate. Y'all, that's what y'all taught me to do, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. And so my reason why is,
Thank you.
yeah.
Trustee Corcoran?
Tyler spoke of this a little earlier when she spoke about security and safety, but my question is, what would be some of your strategies in safety and security as a school board member?
Well, first thing is, as a board, we should request security and safety reports at least every other board meeting or every other month, because we need to stay updated on how secure our schools are. We should have a meeting where we review the policies of our different security policies and different things like that, our inner protocols and the inner workings of our schools, how staffed is our schools, when it comes to security guards. Is that enough for the amount of kids that we have? What are some of the biggest offenses that we are having at the school? Is it more behavior? Is it more, what would be the fix? Is it more security, or is it mental health resources? Is it adding more psychologists? Is it adding more social workers? Is it adding behavior interventionists? So it's just being able to identify and pinpoint what is the issue and how we can make it better. And so that is my one of my plans for security.
Trustee Scott?
So, I know you said that you were a politician.
Yes.
Are you wanting to be on the board to advance your career in politics?
So this was the first question that was asked, and so the answer that I given before is still the same sentiment as no. I'm already in the community. I'm already a city commissioner, and again, the youngest chairman of the city of Oak Park. And so I take my pride in being able to go into those city hall chambers every second Wednesday and second Thursdays, being able to help our community and be a leader in our community. So regardless of, this position or any position, I'm going to do, and I have very much confidence that I would do well no matter what. And so, no, this was not a stepping stone for, a lack of other words. And so, no, I'm here because I care about our children, I care about our teachers, and I care about making this school district better because this is the district that made me who I am.
Well, since you did, I didn't realize that. Let me ask a follow-up question.
Okay.
So, how do you ensure accountability without overstepping with
Well-
like administration and operations?
Well, we ask for reports. We ask for reports as a full board. We don't have to go in and go into their office and start grilling them, or we don't have to go into the school and cause problems or go to our principal and say, well, we want access to this. No, we can literally, as a board, we can ask for different reports to be brought to us. Like, we just want to see how the interworkings of the high school is running. We want to see the interworkings of this, the elementary schools. How effective is happening? How effective is the operations of the school? Just making sure that we are asking the right questions. Sometimes, when we ask the right questions, it makes them think about it like, oh, yeah, maybe I should think about this, or maybe I should implement this, or maybe I should do that. So sometimes it's just about asking questions, and again, being a collaborative team, not just being a collaboration within the board, but being a collaboration within, the school, and being able to ask the correct questions to get them to,
Thank you.
no problem.
Tell us about a time you escalated a minor disagreement into a major conflict and what happened. No?
All right. Well, I can't say that I've ever escalated a minor incident to a major conflict unless you're asking me to say something specifically, or you're hinting that you want me to say something else. But as far as what I personally feel is minor, or what you might feel is minor, might not be what's minor to me, and it could be something that's very major. And so I can't really answer that question because I can't say that I made a minor situation into a major situation. So can't really answer that question.
Thank you. Trustee Primatex. Trustee Rogers.
I think everybody touched on everything I had to ask. 1 second. Give me 1 second.
I'll go to Trustee Tyler for a second. Is that fine?
I asked my three, I'm good.
All right. And we'll wait on Trustee Rogers.
Okay, Mr. Keys.
Yes.
You're a very familiar face amongst the board members. We've heard the negative. We heard a lot of negative. We heard your concerns. We heard the concerns of the public. Can you speak on something positive about the board?
Okay, as the board, as
Just
people.
as a whole,
People.
I know we know the negativity that's been going on in the news and on social media. Can you tell us something positive that you've seen done or that someone has done?
I love the new furniture. It's some amazing furniture. I love the different ergonomics of the room. I also love that there are also some board members that have been very present within the school district, and I've seen and even heard amazing stories about, the fun times that they've had. So I can say that it's been some good, where it's like I've had teachers like, well, they're not all bad because I've had great experience with some of them and things of that nature. So I can say that the outreach.
Thank you.
Thank you. I believe that wraps up our questions. Does anybody else have any further questions for Mr. Keys? Okay. Does anybody have any nominations?
Well, seeing that we have only one, I'm,
Excuse me.
After we second it, we will discuss it.
Oh, after the second? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
no, you said, do we have any nominations?
Yep. Do we?
Oh, well, we only have one person, that's what I was saying.
Right. Is anybody going to nominate that person?
I actually just wanted to just put a motion to move, but I nominate Kevin Keys as the next board member for the Oak Park School Board.
Okay. That motion or nomination was made by Trustee Corcoran. Any second? Seconded by Trustee Tyler. Discussion on the motion? Discussion on the nomination?
Sure. Well,
Yes. Yes, we. They did. It's still public though.
Right, but everybody, but no, I was asking the question of, do we discuss it with the candidate being in the room?
Yes.
Yeah, there's,
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't.
Because it's still public.
Okay.
Okay, discussion,
Yeah.
trustee Corcoran?
Sure. Well, first, I would like to say thank you for taking the time to apply. It's well appreciated. There are a lot of points that you did raise in regards to the questions that were asked tonight. There were some that really stuck out to me, and that was, the question was about the 100 days. And you answered that by saying bringing together. I think that was very powerful because that question that was raised was in regards to, you know, the adversities that we are that we are in a challenge right now. Then you talked about team building, collaboratively. You didn't use the word consensus, but I thought of the word consensus because at this moment in time, this is going to need consensus. It's going to need togetherness, meaning, when I say this, meaning the governing of this board is going to need for the ability to mend the bridges. Also, you talked about leadership, you talked about accountability, you talked about the word respect, you talked about the word moving forward. You also talked about order, which would be the Roberts Rules of Order. You talked about the children. You spoke about something that probably was really, really hard for you to talk about, which is, the question was, why did you leave? Sometimes, you know, I do see that even in life, all of us have to make tough decisions. And as you get older and you grow up, that is the thing, it's a tough decision. Then you spoke about the security. The security is the number one thing, especially not just with, just what's going on around the world. We do need to have a tightened security. And the last but not least, you spoke of minor, major. That question that was asked, which is true, you wouldn't be able to answer unless there may be a situation. Perhaps maybe the question should have been, you know, what were some of the minor things or the major things that you have already had or come into as far as an adversity. But I would unequivocally love for you to be a part of this board based on the abilities that you do have, the abilities that I believe that you will bring to this board. Thank you.
Trustee Scott? You have nothing? Trustee Perman Tanks? Trustee Rogers?
Yes, I'm going to bring up a few things. You had mentioned the board should act as one. Definitely agree. And it is not any new news that there is some division amongst board members, division amongst the community, maybe some staff members as well. And that's my biggest issue right now, is that when I came on this board, October? November? September. There were fires that needed to be put out, some larger than others. And we're just now getting to the point where we have small fires to put out. And I would hate to see a larger fire that need to be put out with the division that we currently already have. That's my only concern, is that I love what you said, the board should act as one. I love that, and you are absolutely right, 100%. Qualified, yes, but as far as adding additional fires, with already the negative views amongst each other that we have on the board, as well as the community, It is just one of my concerns. That's all.
Trustee Tyler?
Thank you, Madam President. First of all, I want to say thank you for, stepping out. This is quite odd that, in the 2 weeks that we didn't receive more compared to when Trustee Rogers came on. It was put out in ample enough time, and so I believe the community has spoke for us. And I think that it would bridge us together with community and showing transparent and forgiveness. The Bible says that you're supposed to forgive your brother 7 times 70. He says that in one day, so that's 490 times in a day of forgiveness. And so I think that it would bring transparency to the board. It would bring that level of coming back together to show us that we can work together despite of what has taken place, as well as the transparency of some of the negative things that were stated, and some were not all negative. They were negative, but they were true, okay? And that's where I'm at with this particular incident. And so I just found it, kind of odd that, like I stated a second ago, did no one else apply? We had a couple, but they didn't meet the qualifications, as well as, we had over 10. We had over 10 within the last 6 months ago. And so I think that speaks a lot of what, we need to do as a board, bringing back transparency with our community, bringing back a sense of togetherness, because it's not always. And I heard you say that we can agree to disagree. It's okay. It's okay to agree to disagree, because all are not right, okay? All are not right, and there's some things that has taken place that will cause, a negative taste on board members not to vote for you. But at the end of the day, I think the community has spoken to where no one in 2 weeks, and we have less than a week to put someone in the place, in the position. If not, the state will do it. And so I don't believe that the state should come in and put someone in our seat, and we have the ability to show the community what we're all about. And that is transparency, and that is family. At the end of the day, family bicker, family argue. But at the end of the day, our common goal is for educating kids. We're here to educate kids, not take backhand deals. We ain't doing none of that. That stuff stops. And so we need to look at what's before us today. Our community has spoken. We have over 10,000 people in this community in the city of Oak Park. They all got the same email. They all got the same text. They all looked on our website, and it was there. And so it was crazy when I just saw the 3, because I thought it would be flooded with people wanting to apply. But evidently, they did not. And so we're here to this point today to saying, okay, what does this next phase look like for us? Does it look like transparency? Does it look like we can forgive? Does it look like we can come together as one? And it's okay to everybody have their different view. You don't see like I see. We all don't see. My grandmama used to say, you going back in that kitchen, you wash that dish again because you left a spot. I didn't see the spot, but grandmama saw the spot. So I think today would be a transparency moment to show our community, to show this county, to show the 247, 62, all the news that we're here, and they're watching us. They are watching us. And so I think that's all I have to say right now.
Okay, and then I will go ahead and piggyback off of what you said, Trustee Tyler. When you said that the things that were said about us were true, not everything was true. The things you said they were true.
I said some of it was true.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said.
So
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to speak my truth, and
Okay.
that the things that were said about me publicly on the news, in the blogs,
Yeah,
were
board.
not true.
We're a board.
Yes, but
We're
I
not
was singled out.
individual.
I'm telling you, I was singled out.
Okay.
My name was out. My
Mine
name
was
was
too.
singled out.
Mine was,
No, it wasn't. In the public, no, it was. In the press conference, in the news, my name was singled out, as well as Trustee Zandra Clark. I'm telling you my truth.
understood.
I just felt like it was so many different routes maybe that could have been taken, you know. If there was ever a moment where you felt like somebody wasn't being transparent or somebody wasn't being completely honest, you have our phone numbers. You could, hey, what's going on, you know, but to bring us into a already, we were already in the difficult spots, but to just bring more difficulty into a very, very tough decision or, you know, spot, it was just, it was a lot, you know. I feel like you could have taken a better route, and I honestly think that maybe I could be wrong, but I felt like that you were doing that for your political gain, what you want to end up doing, or I do know that you want to be state rep. Maybe it was because of that. Maybe I have messages and everything, you know. So I did want to speak about about that. I see that you are passionate, so am I. Like I said plenty of times before, I have 3 children in this district in 3 different buildings. I go hard for these kids, day in, day out, literally. As well as Trustee Scott, who has children in the district, as well as all the rest of these young ladies who've had children in the district. So there's no difference when it comes to that. I do. I got one more question. Does the individuals, like if anybody were to vote no today for you, would they have to worry about any retaliation, any letters being put out about nobody voting for you like last time?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Point of order.
Yes.
Is this a question that
It's a
we
question
just
that I'm
went
asking
through?
on the discussion.
Okay, but a discussion, I didn't know a discussion had a question, but,
Okay, you don't have to answer that.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
Anybody
can I?
else?
I'm
Sorry.
But can I? Because that was like a statement that you
Well,
just put
no.
out there to the public, and I should have the right to defend myself with
Well-
what you just said.
I'm sorry, point of order.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Greer.
Rogers.
No.
Excuse me?
Roll call? What do we,
Er,
Roll call.
no.
Okay, can you speak up, because I can't.
No.
Thank you. Tyler?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Yes? Thank you. Corcoran?
Yes.
Madison?
No.
Perryman Tanks?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so that motion does not carry. The vacancy remains. Ms. Greer, we have until April 7th.
You have
Fifth.
until Sunday.
Yeah.
We have until April 7th. We'll make 30 days.
Is Sunday?
That's Tuesday.
I don't
Can
have
you
my
just start from the
calendar.
first day, because it's 30
I have
calendar
my
days?
calendar, okay.
30, yeah, excluding holidays.
It's, as far as I know, it's just calendar days. It's,
Okay, if it's calendar days, it's
Yeah.
the
Yes,
6th.
weekend, so I think it's Sunday.
there's no holiday.
The 6th is Monday. Good
Okay.
Friday.
Whatever. I
No,
think
that's
it's
not a
Sunday.
holiday.
But whatever.
No, I was just saying the holiday, it doesn't,
Friday is
it's
the
not
fifth,
excused.
It's not.
We are,
And I'm going on vacation today. This is my last day.
so, are we, the 6th?
I'm sorry?
Are we
Yeah,
going with the
they'll-
6th?
They'll give us a call, or I'll give them a call regarding
The state
that. Matter of
has-
fact, they're
Yeah.
watching tonight, so they'll know what to do also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Excuse me. Trustee Tyler, you got
I
something?
think that, yeah. Tonight, we have to, this seat needs to be, I want to be very clear. If we didn't fill the seat tonight, the state come and take over the seat, and they put in.
Tyler,
whoever.
we gotta go according to
We gotta go according to what?
the meeting.
I'm in the
So it's
meeting.
an
She trying
audience
to tell you.
participation now, or did we?
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to that part.
Oh,
Item number 4, audience participation.
yeah, there's a
Sorry.
card. Did you fill out the card?
Oh, yes.
Can you please read the public comment guidelines, Trustee Tyler?
Somebody else need to read it right now. I can't read it. Thank you so much.
Because the Oak Park School Board of Education values public meetings, and not just meetings in public, we welcome public comments on school issues. Speakers are asked to express themselves in a civil manner with due process for the dignity and privacy of others who may be affected by public comments. The public comment portion of the meeting cannot be used to make personal attacks against school board member or other school district employee that disrupt the order of the meeting and are totally unrelated to the manner in which the member or employee performs his or her duties. Speakers should be aware that if statements violate the rights of others under the law of defamation or invasion of privacy, such comments may result in legal liability. Most comments can be concisely stated in 3 minutes, and the board respectfully asks that comments remain focused on the topic or issue and not be directed at specific personnel or board members.
Somebody can set my timer. I just want to say, really directing to the community, like, do we see this? Do we hear the line of questioning? Do we hear what just happened? A lot of it was not about the kids. The kids was not the priority. Every time, every problem that was stated, everything was about their personal issues with me. It was not about the kids. And again, the community, I want y'all to know, these are the ones that's voting for y'all. Y'all need to understand this is a decision they made off of personal beliefs. But it is okay. ISD will now step in and they will now make the appointment. And I look forward to that application. And I look forward to working with you all.
Thank you. Hello, good evening.
How are you today?
Great, thank you.
I'm very well aware of what has been transpiring over the last few months. I've had several conversations with Kevin about what's going on, and I've never been the kind of parent that supports my sons just because they're my sons. They have to be right. They have to be right in what they're doing. There has to be a point to it. There has to be a conclusion to it. And I don't know any of you guys' background at all, but when it comes to the education and what he brings to the table, he's been here since kindergarten. I wanted Kevin to go to CAS. Kevin passed the test to go to CAS, and I let him talk me out of sending him to CAS because he was so passionate about staying in Oak Park.
Sure did.
The boy went to college, HBCU, got his bachelor's degree, master's degree, and doctorate. Came back to teach at the school that he once went to. And for you guys to keep that type of criteria off your board because of personal reasons, because that's all I heard today, was because you said this about me, or she didn't even want to ask her questions because she couldn't ask something personal. She wanted to know about the he say, she say, and the we say stuff. We were here to fill a position that had to do with the children. Now, I felt you when you said that he could have came to you a different way, it could have been handled a different way. But how does that make your judgment what it is because of how he did handle the situation between you and him on a personal level? You know, it just doesn't make any sense. It's not about the kids. You can't.
I just want to let you know that we
honestly say.
can't respond. I'm just sorry. We can't respond back. One. I would just want to let you know. So when you're done, you won't be like, why she didn't say nothing. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I totally
Okay.
understand. I
No
mean,
problem.
but like I said, I'm not a very vocal person. I don't like to be in front of crowds, but I had to say this. Like I said, I don't defend my son just because he's my son. You know, it has to be something to it. And this is if it's about the kids, then this is totally unacceptable. And this is just me saying this. Kevin might not feel like this, but I know my son. It's not gonna stop. So I hope you guys clean up whatever mess that you guys have made. I hope you clean it up, because he's gonna shine a spotlight on what you guys are doing. So, I mean, that's all I had to say.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing today?
First, I wanted to say, this Heather Tate is the most unprofessional person. Yes, I said her name because she's very unprofessional.
I'm sorry, we can't call out board members by their names.
Okay, well, certain members of this board is very unprofessional, and I will be calling this state in the morning myself. I have sat here, she made this a personal attack against my son. That was a personal attack that she did. She made this personal. It wasn't about the kids. She didn't care if the kids had lunch tomorrow. All she wanted to know was, how are we gonna be able to trust you? That has nothing to do with what this board or him coming as one to make sure the kids have what they need. She is so unprofessional, or well, certain members of this board are so unprofessional, she put her head down. She didn't even want to entertain or even acknowledge that he was up at the podium to give his announcement. Like she's sitting up there making faces now. I will be going to the board on Heather Perriman Taints in the morning, because you are very unprofessional. And this board needs to do better. If they need to come in and clean out all y'all. I have seen posts that you have made about my son. So like you say, yes you did, I have it. I have it. Like you said, my son made posts about you. I have posts.
But I will be posting it to everybody though.
Right. You made comments about my son, saying he was harassing you. So when you got to speaking about what he done to you, make sure you put out what you did to him. Y'all are very unprofessional on this board. It's not about the kids. It's about stealing and backstabbing and seeing who can wash who hands and watch what. Because y'all ain't about the kids. Y'all, this board is a bunch of fluke, and the state need to come over and take it over and get rid of all y'all. Have a good one. Have the day none of y'all deserve.
Thank you, guys. All right, we don't have
I was
communications on here.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if we could add communications.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we'll
to
move
amend the
communications
agenda,
to 5.
yeah. If, okay, well,
Okay, go ahead.
just to add it on is enough.
Okay. Trustee Corcoran.
Oh, well, first I want to say that I am totally in disarray at this moment. We as parents dream for our child to attend college, whether if it's community college, universities, HBCUs. I have a total of 10 nephews. Morehouse, Clark University. It hurts that at times we have to remember that we have to take our feelings and put them in our back pocket at times. When you have in front of you a person who can be your son, your daughter, coming out of Oak Park High School is a great thing. I'm not going to go into my history about Oak Park because I'm here to let us know that now we don't have enough time to choose anyone else. ISD is going to be making that choice for us. I don't foresee the time frame being answered at this time because there are steps to this. But I do want to say, and I would be remiss to say this, this is an educational district. Everywhere you look, you see a teacher where you had. Everywhere you look, you see a principal that you had, or even talk about a principal that's no longer here. We as kids always wanted to be teachers, cashiers. We always wanted to be somebody. And I dislike that we have to have ISD to choose the person. And once they make that choice, we have nothing to say about it. We can't do nothing about it. So if that person happens to be a nominee tonight, we still have to accept it. It's nothing we can do. And I am disappointed. I'm highly disappointed. I just want to say that we have to educate ourselves. We have to know why we really are here. There are times where we all want to get angry, let our feelings out. Or there's times where we just don't know how to control our feelings because we just that angry. But we have to focus because the cloud is going to be there and we're going to lose out. And I know charity begins at home and we teach our kids this. I'm not sure how old the gentleman is, but I do know that his parents are here. That speaks volume to me as a parent. I had 2 beautiful daughters that came up through Oak Park. I'm known in Oak Park for being a parent in the hallways with my children. My daughter played all the sports. She was number 1, track, basketball. But we can't lose our focus. We can sit here and talk about each other all day. I ain't here to make friends either. I'm a veteran when it comes to haters. They hated on me all my life, but I never let nobody stand in my way, and I'm never gonna let nobody stand in my way.
Amen.
And at this point, my stomach hurt. It just hurt because our mothers don't teach us this. This is not what you taught it. You're not taught this in the household. Yeah, well, somebody pick what you just go beat them up. We don't teach that. And if you do, that's not a good thing to do. But I just hope that ISD appoint someone to this board that is as bright as you. And that's all I got to say.
Trustee Scott? Okay, I want to say that my decision was not personal.
Yes, it was. Why did she keep
Let's just say it. Let's just say it. Please, please. You just made everything you said was personal. You can't talk about it.
So my questions were more so geared around how you would act if this didn't go your way, right? And here we are, right? It was really geared. That's what all interview questions, they all ask you questions based on, how you would act if you didn't get the role or things like that. So I did want to say that my decision was not personal. It was based on a consistent pattern of conflict and disruption that I believe will continue to impact the effectiveness of this board.
Wow.
It was not personal. Thank you. Trustee Perriman Tanks.
Me, Paige, Tiffany, and and Andrea, we went to, how many schools we go to last week? We not for the kids. We got a picture with a young man
Say nothing.
that we bought a backpack for at Roosevelt or OPA because he didn't have anything. So we not for the kids. You can laugh all day, ma'am. Yes, but we went to the literacy. They had a literacy event at Lessinger. Was that Friday? Thursday.
Forgot.
We all went. Me, Tiffany, Paige, and Andrea went. Yes, us four. They three went to the honor roll ceremony at Oak Park. We looked up. Friday went to the senior brunch. Also, after the senior brunch, we went to Oak Park and we went to Lessinger. Again, talk to the kids, seeing how they doing. So yes, we are involved. We go to all these schools. We go to sports events and everything. So you all are actually saying what you don't know. We have pictures with us everywhere. We go everywhere and talk to the kids to see what they need. We talk to the teachers. We are in the community.
Trustee Rogers.
Just to piggyback on what I said earlier, Kevin, Mr. Keys, you are a very bright young man. I do wish you the best of luck. If ISD happens to appoint you, you deserve it. My decision was based on another fire being built, and this has been not what I expected when I got appointed to the board, not at all. Like 100% not what I expected. I didn't know that there was already fires brewing and building, okay? Do I think that you would be a good fit? Yes, but with the current board members, I have to say no, just because of the conflicts that could arise and that would point more negativity on the board. That's basically it, because we have to be able to get along. The board should act as one. And I think with, I guess, the current views and opinions of board members as well as yourself, it would be a little bit difficult to act as one. Like I said, bright young man. I had no idea you had all the credentials that you did have. Kudos to you, Clark Atlanta University. And I do wish you the best of luck. Like I said, if ISD chooses you, I hope that you do fit in well. Okay? Okay. Don't give up on the board, though. Don't give up on us. Okay?
Trustee Tyler.
Thank you, Madam President.
Mm-hmm.
The crazy part about today was I stood there, Kevin, over probably a year and a half ago when one of the board members passed away, which is Miss Goodfriend, and I went for a seat. And the crazy part about it, I got told no. I had more experience than every last one of them, but it was a personal thing against Tyler. It was very personal against Tyler. I stood right where it was on this side, and so I went and I ran. I went and I ran for the seat. I ran for the seat, and I crushed the seat. I did no advertising. I did no door to door. You know why? Because my name is good. My name is good. My grandmama taught me that your name needs to be good. So I ran. I ran for no other reason. I got asked some of the same personal questions. Some of the questions was personal. Why you want to be on the school board? Because the last superintendent got rid of you. Why you want to be on the school board? Because you wasn't being collaborative. The same questions. I promise you, the same exact thing. And I got told no. And I went out that November and I crushed it. November is coming. And so, but I think that where we are now, I got put out the school. Got put out the school for going to visiting school. I was, before everybody got on the board, wasn't nobody going to the schools. I know for a fact. It's nothing in Oak Park that I don't know about. I don't know about. I guarantee you I know it. All type of meetings, parties during Christmas. We have to keep the focus about kids. We have to keep the focus, all these backhand deals, we have to keep the focus on kids. We may not agree to the method that he did it, but at the end of the day, I stand on what I say in one room, I can say in another. Some of that stuff he said was true. we wouldn't be in the situation that we are today. He didn't have the ammunition because our former leader gave him the ammunition. Everybody kept walking around as though we were good. We won't all agree. And I don't want us all to agree. But at the end of the day, when it's starting to be vindictive, when things are starting to be done out of order, it's crazy. It's ludicrous. And we have to be able to move forward. How are we moving forward today when only one person really applied for the job? That is crazy. Out of over 10,000 people in this community, only one person in less than 6 months, we had over 10. We had over 10. That tells me they don't even want to join us. They don't even want to join us. They don't even want to join us. Less than 6 months, we did the exact same thing. The exact same thing, and we had over 10. And 6 months later, we really only got one. So that means the community has spoken. So the community will have to continue to speak. Well, now the state will speak. And it doesn't make, it's a problem for me when someone else got to come in and tell us what to do. Why? That's why you elected. That's what they say. They elected you, except for one was appointed. But because of our views on someone and we don't like someone, no, that's not right. It's not right and it's not fair.
I don't think it's fair that
Okay.
people keep saying
It's not right.
that we don't like
you had
him.
the floor. You had the floor, right?
Yes,
didn't
I
interrupt
do.
You had the floor, now I got the floor. It's in my communications. It's just not right, y'all. It's not. And we have to do better. We got to get these test scores up. Now we in debt. Oh, but let everybody else tell it we wasn't in debt. Everybody, we wasn't in debt. We wasn't in debt, but I think we in debt now. Come last 2 weeks ago. Because hard questions need to be asked. And I've been doing, I just went last week. Her name was in paperwork. My name was in paperwork. As I stated the other day, guess what? I'm clear. I'm focused on the teams of kids. People said that didn't live here. People following my house. People, I ain't driving my truck right now. Because people want to follow me. And I ain't scared of nobody. I guarantee you I ain't scared of not a soul. But we need to be focused on kids, and we're not. Yeah, we can be, at the end of the day, President, I got the flow now. It's not right. Everybody got to say what they wanted to say. I'm going to say what I want to say. And I think that's part of the problem. Y'all say what y'all want to say, and then when somebody else say what they want to say, then everybody want to get irritated and agitated. No, we got to be, this is what we was elected for, the hard questions, the hard things. But when nobody asked no questions 6 months ago, when we got in debt. Test scores ain't right. But how we focus on kids? But now since we had an opportunity to make it right with the community, we had an opportunity to show the community that we can come together despite our individual dislikes on a person. We had an opportunity today. And we failed again. We keep failing the test over and over and over. And this test, in the Bible, it say that test, because you did not pass, that test going to keep coming around. And it's just going to come around a different way. We have to do better and focus on the reality, focus on what we were elected for. And that is kids and budget and safety. Kids, budget, and safety. Kids, budget, and safety. He didn't make the news. He didn't make us make the news. He didn't make us make the news. We made the news, not him, because he don't sit here. We made the news, not him. We did. We made it. We made the news, not him. And it just wasn't right today. And so yeah, you will see and hear Tyler from now here on out. Here on out. When I'm finding out stuff in the community, I got a call today. And stuff better be fixed before Monday. because I'm coming. All these sideline meetings at houses, they better fix it immediately. Because I'm coming, because I was elected. I was elected to do right by kids. So today we failed again. So now we let the state come in and take over. That's ludicrous to me.
Okay, and
I
I'll
think I still
end.
got 5 more minutes to talk. Go ahead. I'm done for right
I'll
now.
end with stating my initial thought, which is you cannot tell people, one, how to vote, and two, that they don't like somebody because they didn't vote in their favor. I think that is unfair to put out there to the public. I don't have an issue with Kevin Keys. Just like I stated in the beginning, I stated it in September, and I'm stating it now. I do not have an issue with Kevin Keys. My issue is with the drama that I think that will be brought to the board if elected. Simple.
He
I
didn't
think
bring the
it's.
drama.
I
Our
think
former
I have the floor.
superintendent-
I think
our
it's.
former
I have the
superintendent brought the
floor.
drama.
I have the floor. I think it is very. It shouldn't be put out there that people don't like people and that's why they aren't voting for them when they have reason to believe that they are not a good fit. They have that right to vote yes or no. That's unfair. Everybody has the right to vote how they want to vote. And since we're talking about side deals, I do want to state that one of our board members felt very, very, very intimidated and voted a way that they did not feel in their heart today. I do want to say that. Now we're going to go to item number 5, adjournment. The time is now 7:05 p.m. Trustee Tyler, when is the next board meeting?
Don't have it in front of me, don't know.
The next board meeting is April 6th, 6 o'clock p.m. in the boardroom of the,
It's not the next board meeting.
is it not?
No, it's not the next board meeting. Oh, no, I don't think so.
Is it April 13th or April 6th?
13.
Well, April 6th is Monday. So we have
April 13th.
April 13th in the board meeting of the Oak Park Administration Building. This meeting is